You know what really grinds my gears with certain people is those people that have their parents help them financially, like the parents support them financially, whether that is they pay for their rent, they have given them their own place, whether that is they have gotten them a car and they're paying their like car note or whatever. um or the people, like the parents that they constantly are giving their children money to help them out, like, you know, hundreds of dollars at a time to help them out with things that they have. You know, these are the parents that are like helping their adult child furnish their apartment and stuff like that. You know, the case is just parents that are helping their children, their adult children financially. First of all, there's nothing wrong with that if the parents have the means to do it. But the problem is when those adult children that know that their parents are helping them basically try to swear up and down that they're doing all of this on their own. Okay? It's the type where their parent is paying their car note, you know, for months at a time because the adult child is unable to take care of the car note. But then that adult child wants to talk about how I paid every single car note every single month. I paid my car note, I paid my insurance, and no one good and goddamn well they didn't, you know. Or those people that try to, like, you know, they know that their parents are helping them financially and they'll go run up and ask mommy or daddy to go help them buy something, but then they look and shit on other adult children that are like probably still living at home with their parents because they haven't moved out yet. But here they are, they have their own place, but mommy and daddy are helping with a lot of the money that they have going into that place. But they want to act like they're hot shit because they feel like they have more than the next person. See, that those types of adults are spoiled, entitled, and arrogant, because they're spoiled because they get all of this stuff from their parents and they don't even realize how much of a privilege that is, because there are certain parents that can not even give their adult children any type of financial assistance, even when the adult child actually needs something. Even if the adult child is not asking for a whole shit ton of money, they just saying like, hey, can I borrow a little bit of this, you know, to carry me through? And a parent will give them a slap on their hand, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and not help them at all. And there are other parents out there that are willing to help their children, and there are other parents out here that are not, you know. So they don't people don't realize how much of a privilege it is to have parents that help you. But the thing is, what bothers me the most is when they have the parents that help them and support them financially, but they don't want to like admit that their parents are helping them. Like, yeah, they may go ahead and say like, oh yeah, but yeah, my dad bought this couch for our new apartment, but that's the only thing that they may actually admit that their parents did. They're not talking about how, oh, the parents help them with that down payment on that application. That the parent helped them furnish their whole entire apartment. The parent helped them get all this other stuff. The parent helped them with the X, Y, and Z. You know, they basically minimize how much the parent has actually helped them, and they kind of, you know, over exaggerate by how much they have actually put into their own stuff, you know. And the thing about this is that the adult children that are like this are arrogant because they're trying to compensate for the fact that they know that they have not gotten a lot of this stuff on their own. They know that they're not really the hustle grind culture because they still are very much financially supported by their folks. And they're arrogant because they're trying to compensate for the insecurity that they feel. They know deep down that they're not doing all this on their own. They know deep down that they wouldn't be able to have all of these things if it weren't for their parents helping them. But they look and see other people, like their friends or their peers, you know, or maybe even romantic partners that are handling their business on their own, and they're not using their parents' financial assistance as a crutch. Like, they don't have that privilege of having their parents help them. So there are adult children that they can see their friends or their peers doing everything on their own with not a penny from their parents, doing better than them, when it's like they have their parents helping them and they're still not as far. They still don't feel as if they're, you know, fully independent. They may even feel like they're not a full-fledged grown adult because they have parents helping them. So because they feel inadequate, because they feel insecure, they want to go shit on other adults and basically try to like judge them for their situation or look down on them because, you know, this other adult that may not have as other many material resources as they do. Like, let's say that this other, like, let's say you may not have your own place yet. You may not have your own car. You may still be living at home with your parents or whatever the case is. You're just figuring things out to get yourself into a better position. But yet you have this other adult that has all of this assistance. They're being supported. But yet they got so much shit to say and so much judgment. And you're not grown until you do this. You're not a grown woman until you're not a grown man. And you're not this, you're not that. When clearly they're ignoring the skeletons in their own closet. And it's like, yeah, you wouldn't have that if your parents didn't do it. You wouldn't even have that car if your daddy wasn't paying the car note for months at a time. You know, it's giving like, it's giving that those adults that shit on other people and judge other people for not having the same type of resources that they have. It's giving like, I'm privileged and I'm better because I'm privileged and everyone else is beneath me. But here's the thing. What would have happened if those parents was to pass away and those parents are no longer able to help you anymore? Then what is that child going to do? They're really going to have to figure out life on their own, and they're really going to realize how it's a struggle out here and it's tough out here to actually figure things out on their own. You know, because like, listen, it's no problem if your parents are helping you, but at least be real about how much they are helping you. Don't try to sugarcoat shit. Don't try to beat around the bush. Don't try to be very surface level. Don't try to like pretend that they've only helped you a certain amount when you know they've helped you to the maximum amount. And don't try to like, you know, put on this whole facade and pretend that they aren't helping you as much as they are. Go ahead and be honest. Go ahead and be real about it, because people would respect you more when you are just open and honest about it and being real about your situation than lying about it and bullying other people and shitting on other people and judging other people for not having what you have when you have privilege. Or you're shitting on other people for not being at the level that you're at, when the level that you are at is not the level that you have gotten yourself on your own. It's you've gotten a boost. Like basically these type of adults that have parents help them, their parents give them a boost and they're up here. And now they're up here looking down at everybody else being like, ha ha, that's why you don't have what I have. But bitch, you literally got a boost to get up there. I'm climbing up this on my own. So when I get up here, I'm at your level. I didn't have nobody give me a boost to get up here. So that's why it matters more when you can really do it on your own, because it feels like, okay, nobody take the credit for this but me. And some adults, they be so prideful to the fact that they want to take all of the credit for where the credit is not due. They want to take the credit of somebody else. They want to take the credit of their parents. They want to take the credit of their parents' financial assistance. They want to take that credit and act like they have actually supported themselves financially when that's not the case. Like, don't take the credit where credit is not due. Go ahead and give credit to where credit is due, right? Like, ain't nobody mad that your parents is helping you. If your parents can help you, your parents gonna help you. The fuck? Ain't nobody jealous that your parents is helping you. The problem is people are bothered at the fact that your parents are helping you, but you're trying to pretend that they aren't. You're pretending that they're not. You're trying to pretend that they're not helping you as much as they are, because you yourself are so insecure in the fact that you need your parents' help and you're not as independent as you think that you are, as you claim to be. So in order for you to compensate the fact that you are so insecure or hide the fact that you are actually getting so much assistance, you'd rather lie and gaslight and put on this facade as if you're doing all this yourself and shit on other people to make yourself feel better. Like, if you have to go to other people that have less than you to make yourself feel better, then you're a shitty person. You're not as mature as you think you are. You're not as grown as you think you are, because grown adults understand that we are all out here struggling. We are all out here just winging it. We all out here figuring shit out. And we all out here doing whatever it is that we can to get things done. And like true grown adults are genuine. They ain't out here shitting on other people or shaming other people for not having what they have. Because be careful, you could shit on other people for not having what you have, and then your shit is taken away, and then they get what you used to have, and now you don't have it. Now the tables have turned. Like, you could show somebody else for not having their own car. You lose a car, they get a car, now what? They got the last laugh. You could shit on them for still living with their parents, and you move out of your own, you got a roommate. Something happens, you have to move back home within your parents. That person moves out, they in their own place. Now what? You better be careful how you shit on other people's situations, because you could be very much right at that same spot. When you trying to shit on other people, when you elevating and upgrading, be prepared to watch yourself downgrade while that person is upgrading. You know what I'm saying? So don't shit on other people when you have had things handed to you and you have had things given to you and you have had privileges. Don't shit on other people, because as soon as you take away that access, you have nothing. And you out here winging it like every other goddamn adult in this world. Don't delude yourself.